So I have been using my Sony camera for many years. Actually, since I started making videos on my channel in 2015, up until this point, I have been using my Sony a7 with a 16 to 35mm f4 lens, and now that I upgraded to my a9, I used to use the same lens up until yesterday. To be honest, I had no complaint, but there was definitely room for improvement. Overall, it was a great experience and I don't regret it at all. But there's just something about prime lenses that make me feel great about what I'm doing. And my 16 to 35mm was not giving me that feeling. Fast forward 4 years into future, and now in 2020, I'm finally getting my second prime lens. The first one that I had was my 100mm, and now that I got used to this and I found out how beautiful it is, I got my second 24mm right now, and then you can see me with it. So without wasting any more time, let's get in depth with what I love about it, what I hate about it, and what I wish it had. First of all, what I love about this lens, and I think many of you guys can agree on this with me, is how small and compact this lens actually is. It's about 200 gram lighter than any other 24mm on the market today, and it's really small. And to me, this is just a game changer. Regardless if I'm shooting indoors in my office at my studio or taking it out on the street and shooting portraits at an event, barbecue, whatever, this lens is just fantastic. This just fits in my bag easily, and I can add 2 or 3 extra lenses without worrying about do I have enough space or not because of how compact this is. It's actually lighter than my Zoom 16 to 34, half of what my 100mm is. This lens actually delivers what we were promised with mirrorless camera. A superior optic that is smaller and lighter than DSLR or even rangefinder lenses while costing less. Now, on top of how small it is, you get that great bokeh with amazing low light performance. Right now I'm shooting at ISO 100 and this is just beautiful, giving me the flexibility to shoot in any situation because that f1.4 truly opens the door for me to shoot in any situation without worrying about light, letting me use faster shutter speed and lower ISO. As you can see right now, the video looks perfect. Just go back to my previous videos and you'll see immediately the difference that it made. To me, this is a big advantage. So if you are a night shooter or you like to set up your studio and control your light without going crazy with the light intensity, right now I have my light set at 5%. That is just exactly what you need. A lens that you can take charge of it. Also, if you like and enjoy astrophotography, then look no further, because with this lens you can truly take advantage of your scene and dial in your shutter speed, ISO, aperture just to your liking. I have personally used this lens in many situations, and I know that when I first took it out of the box, I was amazed at what it can accomplish with such small pack, and I only had it for about a week. Now finally, the last thing that I love about this lens, that I think it elevates it to a new level for me, is its fast focus speed, making it so much more easier. Check this out. This is just super fast. So when I'm making my video or going traveling, visiting family, or even camping, this is what I take with me, especially when I want to do those unboxing and I need the lens to focus. This is beautiful. This is truly the world's best 24mm lens in terms of sharpness, bokeh, weight, price, and so much more. So if you're considering a 24mm for your full frame camera, this may be what you were looking for, and I highly recommend it. Not only it's better than any other 24mm f1.4 in the market, but it's also least expensive. Now the thing that is not good about it kind of goes hand in hand with what actually was good about it, and that's its price. Yes, compared to other lenses out in its class, it's actually very well priced, but it's still $1,500 after taxes. And that's hard, making it one of the most expensive lenses that I own in my arsenal. But if you are working with your camera like what I'm doing, that could be a huge investment on its own and easily pay for itself. It just takes a little time and depends on how you're handling your gear. Now, in terms of its versatility, yes, I don't have the range of my 16 to 35mm lens, and that could be a bit hard at times, making me relearn how I take picture, forcing me to move in order to capture my subject instead of just zooming into my subject. By its own, this might be an advantage because this is how photography meant to be. And if you are in the city and you're looking to capture the entire downtown or a big building, this lens might fall a bit short since it's widest being only 24, not getting any bigger. But you can easily turn your camera into an APS-C mode that can help you reach further. Or you can just crop your picture in post. Especially with modern cameras that are out today, that shouldn't be a problem, giving me the versatility that I needed without sacrificing the good things of a zoom lens and without carrying a zoom lens. Now finally, when it comes to the subject of comparing zoom versus prime, there is a debate about it, and it depends person to person. Now, is my 16 to 35mm or any other zoom lens better than this 24mm prime lens? Well, it depends again on you and how you are with your setup. Personally, I don't have any problem of carrying 2 or 3 lenses when I'm at a scene. And when I'm in my studio, where my camera sits all the time, that's no problem. But if you're on a budget and you're on the move and you're looking to carry one lens, then go with something versatile. But if you have the money to invest in this and can buy this lens, this can make a huge difference in your work. So, sum it up, if you're looking to get something that lets you move and be different without taking much space, or if you're especially looking to upgrade your YouTube videos, then this lens is just what you need. And trust me, I don't have to have the light so hard shining just to get that f4 lens that I used before. Now, I really like to know, what do you think of this lens? Do you use it? Have you used it before? What do you think about it? Do you think it's worth the price that they're asking for? Drop your comment down below and tell me what you think of it. And honestly, if I could recommend just 2 lenses for you, that's just a bonus for you guys who stay to the end. I would say go with a 24mm and an 85mm lens, and you will be set for life. That's it, these 2 lenses and you're done. There's nothing else that you need. Now that we have talked about it, just go out, shoot, do something that moves you and your audience, and I think you can make a change as long as you take that first step. It doesn't matter what gear you have. I've been making my videos for 5 years using my crappy cameras, my Sony a7, my lenses, different lenses, and now that I upgraded to a setup that I can really be proud of, I'm still doing the same thing that I did before. And whatever I have, I owe it to myself taking that first step. So it doesn't matter what your equipment is. What matters is how you work with your equipment. As always, thank you for watching.